Here's the story of a class called Bobcast, who was bringing up 13 lovely kids. All of them had hearts of gold, like their teacher, the youngest one a girl. Here's the story of a teacher named Patty, who was busy creating the class on her own. There were 12 men filming all together, yet the girl was alone. Till one day when the class met the teacher, and they knew it was much more than a hunch, that this group must somehow form a broadcast. That's the way we all became the Bobcast Bunch, the Bobcast Bunch, the Bobcast Bunch. That's the way we became the Bobcast Bunch.
What up, everybody? Summer Bobcast. My name's Brandon. This is Emma, and she's going to start you off with the menu today.
Today for lunch is beef stick, mashed potato and gravy, dinner roll, fruit and veggie bar. Tomorrow for breakfast is Bosco stick. For tomorrow for lunch, pulled pork, baked beans, fruit and veggie bar. Wednesday is mini cinnamon rolls. For lunch, it's chicken fajita, tater tots, fruit and veggie bar. For Thursday, it's tornado, and then for lunch, it's tater tot casserole. Friday, it's Long John, and then for lunch, it's stuffed crust pizza. And then Monday, for breakfast, it's pancakes, and for lunch, it's pig in a blanket.
Skipping right ahead to the yearly quote, we got perfection is attained by slow degrees, requires a hand of time. Elementary news, FFVP, we got 1024 dragon fruit, and 1026 is going to be carrots. October 22nd, we have the pre-K field trip. November 1st is going to be no school for pre-K to 6th grade. They're having a teachers in service. November 8th, we have grab and go for grandparent breakfast. In the AM, it's going to be pre-K at 6. It's going to be pre-K to 6th grade at 7:45 a.m. and PM pre-K also has it at 2:30. Mondays after school until 4:30 during the first semester, 3rd and 4th grade coding club. Mondays after school until 4:30 during second semester is going to be 5th and 6th grade coding club.
And now for this week, today is volleyball sub-districts. Tomorrow, Tuesday, the 24th, is volleyball sub-districts. Wednesday, October 25th, is the Wayne State College Business Competition Day. Thursday, October 26th, is Junior High Choral Clinic at Elkhorn Valley and a pre-K field trip. Friday, October 27th, is the second round of football playoffs at Staten at 7 p.m. And then Saturday, October 28th, is the volleyball district final. Stay tuned for Barrett Sports segment, Season 3, Episode 10.
Hello, Summerland. I'm Barrett with the Summerland Bobcast Sports segment, and this week we're back to a normal 4-segment show. So we're going to get right into our first segment of the day, which is, of course, Weekly Review. So this is Weekly Review, and of course last week I had on Carter Bergman, and we made some picks in the NFL and college football, so let's get into those right now. First off, on Thursday Night Football, the Bears beat the Commanders. They picked up their first win. That score was 40-20. The Jags beat the Bills 25-20 in London back-to-back weeks. The Jags played there and win both weeks, especially against a team like the Bills. That's a good win for them. The Falcons beat the Texans 21-19. The Lions beat the Panthers 42-24. The Colts beat the Titans 23-16. The Dolphins beat the Giants 31-16. The Saints able to pull a shutout against the Patriots 34-0. The Steelers beat the Ravens 17-10. The Eagles beat the Rams. They stay undefeated at 23-14 was that score. The Bengals finally played good for once and their offense looked good. They beat the Cardinals 34-20. The Jets beat the Broncos 31-21. Still a rough season for the Broncos. They had that game won, they still lost it. The Chiefs beat the Vikings 27-20. Rough to be a Vikings fan. The 49ers stay undefeated with a blowout win over the Cowboys 42-10. And on Monday Night Football, the Raiders beat the Packers 17-13. So very interesting here. Me and Carter both went 8-6 on the week in the NFL. Made a couple different picks and ended up like Steelers Ravens would pick different. Saints Patriots would pick different. So since those games ended up turning out different, we ended up having the same record. So college football then on Friday night, Nebraska ended up getting the win against Illinois 20-7. Number 12, Oklahoma pulls a little bit of an upset here against number 3, Texas, 34-30. Probably knocks Texas out of the college football hopeful list, but We'll see if they get back in it. Number 23 LSU ends up beating number 21 Missouri 49-39. Number 4 Ohio State beat Maryland 37-17. I believe Maryland had like a 17-7, 17-10 lead and they blew it. So typical Maryland really. Number 5 Florida State beat Virginia Tech 39-17. Number 1 Georgia handles number 20 Kentucky very easily 51-13. Number 2 Michigan blows out Minnesota 52-10. Number 25 Louisville with an upset over number 10 Notre Dame. It was 33-20. So Notre Dame loses again. They lost to Ohio State, they lose to Louisville. Number 16 Ole Miss ends up beating Arkansas 27-20, and number 9 USC barely gets out of Arizona with the win 43-41 in triple overtime. I thought Arizona had won. I didn't watch the rest of it, and then I wake up the next morning, USC won. So that's very interesting. Me and Carter had really good weeks, but we also had the same score again, 8-2. And again, we didn't pick the same things. So 8-6 and 8-2 were the 2 scores for me and Carter in both weeks. So this has been Weekly Review. We're going to move on to our second segment of the day, which is Husker Hour. So this is Husker Hour, and of course this is the hour we talk about Huskers. So Nebraska, of course, coming off their Friday night win against Illinois 20-7, that puts them back to 500 at 3-3. 1-2 in the conference, of course, lost to Michigan and Minnesota, and that actually ends up putting us tied for third in the Big Ten West, which, before we talk about even possibly making a bowl game, talk about how winnable the West is this year, even though we already lost to Minnesota, and of course Michigan, but Minnesota also lost to Michigan, so I don't necessarily count that one, especially against Western teams. Obviously the Minnesota loss will hurt, but it's like Wisconsin, Minnesota, Iowa, and I think Purdue are like up there with us in the top 3 essentially. So it's a very winnable Big Ten West. I don't think we'll win the conference, which is perfectly fine because that's not our goal at all. But it's so winnable, especially when we still have Purdue, Northwestern, Wisconsin, Iowa still on the schedule, and I believe 2 of those games are still at home. So it's very, very winnable. I don't think it'll happen, but a bowl game is still very much in play, obviously. Bye week, and then we got Northwestern and Purdue coming up, and then of course you got games like Michigan State, Maryland, Wisconsin, Iowa still left on the schedule. This team feels like a bowl game, but of course with this news that Marcus Washington tore his ACL, he's done for the year. That's just another injury. You think about all the wide receivers that have either left or had been injured this year, guys like Alante Brown, Omar Manning, Xavier Betts that all left. Then you got IGC, he's done for the season. Marcus Washington, he's done for the season. So now the core it's Billy Kemp, it's Alex Bullock, and now it's all the young guys like Malachi, and Josh Fleeks may have to play more wide receiver. And there's just like Jaden Doss. We saw Ty Hahn come in and play. He made a catch. So the wide receiver room is very limited. They're going to have to rely on guys like Fedoni a lot more because, like I said, Marcus Washington, you see how easy. And first off, the injuries this year have been terrible. Not even just people leaving, but injuries in general. IGC, Marcus Washington, Gabe Urban, Ramir Johnson, Jeff Sims, Heinrich a little bit, right? He got banged up. We had a couple O-linemen banged up. Luke Reimer, Cam Lenhart, everybody forgets that Marquise Buford is not even playing right now. He's still injured. So it's like, it's really Deshaun Singleton got injured as well. It's Dwight Boodle. There's so many names that keep coming to my mind that have already gotten injured this season. I understand injuries are a thing of all sports, right? Not even just football, not just this year. But it seems like this year has been so much worse than any other year for injuries. So it's an interesting way to look at things. The other little bit of news here for Nebraska, Matt Rule yesterday in his presser, he announced that 2 of the 2023 wide receiver signees, who are Jeremiah Charles and Bryce Turner, they are moving to cornerback. Charles had been playing receiver and corner a little bit. He hadn't gotten in on either like special teams or offense, even like in the Michigan game. But he's now a full-time corner, and Bryce Turner is moving to just playing corner now instead of wide receiver. Bryce Turner is really fast. I remember looking at his like recruiting profile and stuff. He was more of like I don't know what they even listed him. They might have listed him as an athlete to where he could play, wide receiver, safety, corner. But they end up making him switch over to corner now, which I mean, the wide receiver depth is not there at all, but those two aren't going to play at wide receiver. So they are at least, I mean, like Matt Rule said, they might get some special teams play now with more injuries and allow people to get a little more experience because, like he said before, obviously he's going to play who helps win the most, whether that's the vets or the young guys right in the middle, sophomore, junior, it doesn't matter. He's going to play who he wants to win, but he also didn't take away the fact that playing young guys to get experience is not a bad idea because it's a great thing to do. So this has been Husker Hour. A lot of ups and downs. Still think it's a bowl team, but the injury is kind of killing us. We're going to move on to our third segment of the day, which is Watching You. So this is Watching You, and as you can see right there and up there, of course, man, I love doing that. A little bit of editing, it's nice. We got DJ Moore in here for Watching You, and of course we're talking about his game versus the Commanders on Thursday Night Football. Finally got the Bears the first win, finally got Justin Fields a little bit warmed up, and the offense looked a lot better because of his performance. In that game, he had only 8 receptions on 10 targets, 230 yards, averaging 28.8 a catch. 3 touchdowns, one of them a 58-yard touchdown. That was on the left sideline. He juked out one guy. It was pretty nice. He had 6 first down catches. He played a really, really good game. And talk about a spark in that offense when they absolutely needed one. They got it in DJ Moore. Maybe, like I said, trying to heat up Justin Fields a little bit. I'm not sure who they play in the next couple games. I think they play the Vikings next. So that's a game where both teams have not shown up at all. And for the Vikings, Justin Jefferson's injured. So you look at that and you say DJ Moore could go off again because the Bears could win back-to-back. The Vikings could maybe pick up a much-needed win. But in that game, if DJ Moore plays even like half of what he did against the Commanders, the Bears should win that. He's played, obviously, everybody remembers back on the Panthers when he was there. He had good games, he had bad games, and he started off kind of rough this year, right? But he popped off, went crazy in that one. So that's, of course, why we're watching him. He's playing excellent, like I said. If he plays even a fraction of what he did in that game, it's going to be really nice for the Bears to probably get something going and maybe get into a rhythm on offense. But this has been Watching You with our special guest, DJ Moore. We're going to move on to our last segment of the day, which is Game Time. We got Kay Jansen.
What's good?
Making some picks here. NFL, college football. We're starting in the NFL. We got the Broncos playing the Chiefs.
I'm going to have to take the Chiefs here.
Big facts. Broncos.
Not
them.
L.
That's facts. Ravens and the Titans. King Henry.
Ooh. Honestly, go with my boy Ravens here. Good game, though. Really good game.
It actually probably will be a good game. Was that AFC South? No, Ravens are in the South.
North.
Yeah. Well, no, the Titans are in the South.
Well, AFC North is the Ravens.
For some reason, I thought they were in the same division. Commanders and the Falcons. That's easy dubs.
Give my boy Bijan.
You taking Bijan?
I'm taking Bijan. Robinson.
I'm
Falcons.
actually taking Drake London in this game.
Ooh.
Same team. Give me the Falcons. Vikings playing the Bears.
Upset. Actually, not really. They're both pretty bad. But give me the Bears. Trust. Give me the Bears and DJ Moore dropping 50 again in fantasy. Let's see it.
He won't drop 50, but I'm taking the Bears because, JJ is on IR. So
Facts.
actually, I don't think they put him on IR yet, but he's
doubtful.
So he's not playing. We got the Hawks playing the Bengals. Big dubs.
Ooh, that's actually going to be a really good game. Bengals been looking pretty mid this year.
They finally got hot last week, though.
That's
Jamar
facts.
Chase went crazy.
I gotta say the Bengals. I gotta say the Bengals.
That's fine. Give me the Hawks.
That's facts.
Actually, it's a good pick to take Cincy because they're at home. They're getting hot. Seahawks
True.
defense been mid, and they play good against the Giants. They actually play real offense. Niners and the Deshaun Watson-led Browns.
I mean, the Niners are they're gonna go to the Super Bowl. They're literally.
I'm picking them right now.
What, 5-0?
Yeah.
It's over for the Browns.
Yeah. Niners should win that one. This is a great game. Panthers playing the Dolphins.
Gotta take the 0-5 Panthers because
They get
that's
their
my
first win of the
team.
year.
That's facts because the Dolphins may drop 70 on the Broncos.
Not
They
on the
ain't
Panthers.
dropping 20 plus on the Panthers. That's facts.
What's final score going to be like? 17-14?
I'm gonna say 31-17 Dolphins, but I still want the Panthers to win.
But the Panthers are winning?
But I have to be realistic.
Okay, so
But I
yeah,
have to be
the
realistic.
Dolphins are winning.
Yeah.
So Panthers
Yeah.
go 1-6.
That's
Colts,
facts.
the Colts playing the Jags.
Give me the Jags. Colts are absolutely terrible to
Yeah,
watch.
I'm taking the Jags there. I don't even know who Jonathan Taylor. Yeah,
Facts.
but he finally came back. But Jags win it. Saints playing the Texans.
Honestly, don't even know much of them.
CJ Stroud
I mean,
and Kamara.
gotta
Slam
go with
play.
my boy Christian's boy, Chris Olave, the Saints. It's facts.
I'm taking the Texans. At home. Give me CJ
Really?
Stroud.
No way.
Yes, sir. Buddy's been hot.
Oh God.
Buddy has been hot.
Don't even do this next one.
Patriots, Raiders.
Raiders by a mile.
By a mile, yeah.
Patriots are terrible this year.
Yeah, Bill Belichick's not coaching them boys very good. Give me the Raiders. Cardinals and the Rams.
Give me the Rams. Get my boy Cooper Cup back. We're gonna be missing, not we, but Rams are gonna be missing Van Jefferson.
Well, they just traded them, and I don't think they even used them at all because they got Puka now. So give me the
That's
Rams.
facts. Give me the Rams though.
Cardinals, their quarterback is Josh Dobbs, so yeah, I'm taking the Rams. Eagles playing the Jets. Easy dub.
Hot take. Here.
God, no way.
Hot take here. Jets give the Eagles their first loss. Right here, right now.
You're calling it?
Calling it.
Give me the Eagles by like 24.
Oh my gosh, what? That's so cap. Okay.
Brees Hall scores all their touchdowns, but Eagles win. Lions and the Bucks.
Give me the Lions. Easy.
Yeah, facts. Give me the Lions. Giants and the Bills.
Bills.
Bills by
Can't
a
be
lot.
choosing Daniel Jones.
He's not a real quarterback.
Terrible.
Cowboys and the Chargers.
Give me upset Chargers.
I don't even know if I'd call it an upset at this point.
Yeah, I
Cowboys are
guess. Yeah,
just
Cowboys
like-
falling apart.
yeah. They're not the boys. I'm taking the Chargers. College football, we got Indiana at number 2, Michigan.
Gotta take Michigan here.
I thought I seriously thought you were saying Indiana.
Okay,
there. That was,
every time I'm on this, I'm always the upset guy on college
you are.
football.
You are.
Because you never know with college.
Yeah, that's very true. Give me Michigan by like 50 because,
Okay.
they are them. Number 3, Ohio State and Purdue.
Honestly, didn't know Ohio State 3. I thought they were 4. But
No, I think they just moved up because Texas was 3 and they lost to Oklahoma. So
Facts.
Texas fell.
yeah, give me Ohio State though.
Facts. Ohio State wins. Purdue's not good. Number 8, Oregon. Number 7, Washington.
Great game. Give me Oregon.
And quick pick. I don't know.
At
It's
Washington
actually-
though?
It's at Washington.
Okay, I'm still picking Oregon.
I want to pick Oregon, but give me Michael Penix in Washington at home.
There's just something about me being a little kid. I just like Oregon a little bit too. But Marcus Mariota,
It's facts.
still going Oregon.
Give me Oregon's jerseys, but give me Washington in the game.
Okay.
Texas A&M and number 19, Tennessee.
First of all, Tennessee's a fraud, so give me Texas and A&M.
Really?
Yeah, Tennessee should not be ranked 19.
The upset
Ranked at all.
story Start. I'm taking Tennessee at home. Give me them by like 2 tutties.
Two.
2 tutties.
Give me Texas A&M by 31 points.
31.
Yeah, 31 points.
Okay. 23, Kansas playing Oklahoma State.
I don't know much about Oklahoma State this year, but give me Kansas.
Right, give me Kansas. I don't even know who Oklahoma State. Oh, Oklahoma State. No, that's Oregon State. I was gonna say they have DJ, but that's Oregon State. Don't know. Seriously, I have no clue who's plays for Oklahoma State. So, I'll take Kansas. Iowa playing Wisconsin.
Honestly, a really good game here, I think.
It's not even a ranked matchup. but
Not
that's
even
why-
ranked on
that's why I threw
matchup,
it
but
on
still
you.
a good game. I think. Honestly, I'm gonna take Wisconsin.
I think I will too. Yeah, they're at home. We know Iowa doesn't score points. It's probably gonna be like a 17-14 game. So I'm gonna take a Wisconsin dub
Are
there.
they still tight endville?
Yeah, they're still tight end bill. Number 10 USC and number 21 Notre Dame.
Wait, so last time I watched Notre Dame, they dropped 11 spots.
Yeah, they lost to
Oklahoma, or not Oklahoma, I mean
Louisville.
yeah,
And Louisville was what, 25, 21,
yeah,
something
they were
like that?
25.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, give me USC. Away game. You best know they winning.
Yeah, Caleb Williams, buddy looked rough last week. He made Arizona look like a Heisman Trophy team overall. Took them to 3 overtimes, but USC probably wins it. Notre Dame loses 3 games, and their season's over because you lose to 3 games, you're not making the playoffs.
It's facts.
Number 25 Miami, number 12 North Carolina.
I'm gonna go with North Carolina. I haven't seen Miami doing anything this year.
North Carolina is definitely a football school.
Definitely something.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the blue teams this year that are usually good at basketball, but they're all good at football now. I'm gonna take Carolina. That kind of hurts, but I don't even know who Miami has.
Rip
I know-
Concert?
Yeah, Gotzer's not a football Carolina fan, but he would definitely pick Carolina here. I mean, Miami, they've looked fine, but the ACC is good this year, and North Carolina's better, so I'll take Carolina. Number 18, UCLA, and number 15, Oregon State. Pac-12,
Ooh.
kind of stacked this year.
I honestly hate UCLA.
That's
I
fact.
just always have, so
Yeah.
give me Oregon State.
Yeah, I'll go exact same reasoning because actually, like, who is a UCLA fan? Exactly.
Isn't Oregon State the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Give me
boys.
the Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys.
Well, I'm not gonna say give me the Cowboys because the Cowboys are not them. But yeah, I'm taking Oregon State. Final game we got NC State playing number 17 Duke. Another blue blood that's
So-
good in football.
Are you technically a Duke fan too?
Not football.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm still gonna take Duke though.
I like cheering on Duke just because, like, even like a team like North Carolina and Kansas, like, I hate those teams in basketball, but the fact that they're good now all of a sudden in football is kind of cool. I'm gonna take Duke at home. NC State has been kind of bad this year, but Duke, I mean, better than Nebraska, I'll tell you that. They're finally ranked again, so yeah, give me Duke. Cage, thanks for coming on this week.
Got you.
Thank you guys for tuning in to today's Summerlin Bobcast.